Hi everyone, welcome, and I'm really excited if you've chosen to join me. I'm going to chart my progress, my weight loss progress, using WEGOVY semaglutide, which is a GLP-1 agonist weight loss treatment. I'm paying for this treatment myself. I'm not a GP, I'm not a nurse, I'm not a medical practitioner, I'm not offering medical advice of any description, but what I want to do is share with you my journey on losing weight, hopefully successfully. I'm going to dive right in by giving you my 5 top tips to get started. How did I get started? And the steps that I took to get started. And then I'm going to give you an update on my progress on day 1. So let's dive in. So, tip number 1, research. If you're like me, you might like to do a bit of research before you start taking any weight loss treatment. This could involve looking at, for example, reviews of online pharmacies or medical apps, programs, options where they offer a weight loss subscription. I looked at a lot of options online and looked up Trustpilot to see what kind of reviews the pharmacies were getting. In the end, I chose what suited me, which was an online app through my local pharmacy company, and they offer a really simple application process. You just fill in your details online, you upload a couple of humiliating pictures of yourself, and within 24 hours, a medical practitioner reviews that information to see if you're suitable for the medication. This involves being really honest about your weight and any prescribed medications that you're already taking, or any medical symptoms or illnesses, etc., that you already suffer from. So it's a really easy process, but it's really worth doing the research. It's also really worth researching the difference between the 2 options that are available. Now for me, that's in the UK, either WEGOVY, which is a semaglutide GLP-1, or Mounjaro, which is a tirzepatide. I don't remember the full name for that. They're basically more or less the same thing, but there are differences between the 2 medications. There's plenty of information on YouTube about the differences between these 2 different types of drugs and what one would suit you best. So I recommend doing some research on, what the drugs are, what they do, how they work, and obviously what the side effects will be. The side effects can affect people differently. So not everybody will get the side effects, not everybody will get the same side effects. It really is going to be about your own personal journey. And the way I thought about it was, well, if if they don't agree with me, I'll just stop taking it. That's just my view. So tip number 2, guys, commitment. Now, by commitment, what I mean is, are you prepared for this journey? Are you looking to lose weight? Have you lost weight before? Have you tried other options to lose weight? One of the really basic facts about losing weight is calories in and calories out. There's a really good measurement that you can use to discern what kind of calories you need every day. And with those calories that you require every day, you can then determine the best way for you to lose weight. Now that can be through a calorie reduction or calorie deficits. So you can just go on a healthy diet where you reduce the amount of calories that you eat, and over time you will lose weight. Or you can increase your physical activity level, which again will mean that you burn more calories than you're consuming. And both of those strategies will lead to weight loss. When I was doing my research in stage 1, essentially I determined that this drug is not a wonder drug. It's not going to make me lose weight. But the thing that will help will be that it will hopefully quell my appetite and stop me from consuming too many calories. And my problem's probably just as, it's probably the same problem that most overweight people experience. I'm not doing enough exercise and I'm consuming too many calories. So it's really quite simple. But I am committed to losing weight. I've tried in the past a very low calorie diet and I successfully lost probably close to about 26 kilos. It was a lot. It was a program that I did for 3 months, but it only involved consuming about 600 to 800 calories a day. And it is not easy, it is difficult, and often, the sensation of hunger really drives you absolutely bananas. So it's not a sustainable way to live. It's not something that you can do forever. So I was committed. I did lose a lot of weight, but I haven't managed to maintain all of that weight loss. At the moment, I've probably regained about 8 to 10 kilos, which is quite a lot. And that's why I've committed and made a commitment to start another weight loss program. So tip number 3, guys, planning. Now, this was a bit like the research phase where I decided that if I was going to go ahead with the program, I would need to sign up with somebody. I would basically need to order the medication. I would need to think about the things that I was going to eat. I would need to plan healthy meals. I would need to think about healthy snacks. And essentially, I would need to think about how this was going to fit into my life. So I've really done most of that. I've done most of that homework. And I pretty much made that commitment and ordered a semi-glutide pen. So tip number 4, guys, if you're anything like me, it's procrastinate. It's do all your research, do all your planning, make the commitment to lose weight, and then just procrastinate actually starting. Because let's face it, I'm terrified. I'm really frightened of what the side effects will be, how I will feel. And part of me feels mournful already. I'm going to lose things. What am I going to lose apart from weight? Am I going to lose my enjoyment of food? Because let's face it, if like me, you are overweight or obese, you probably love food. I love food. I love eating. I love all kinds of food. And it's a really pleasurable experience for me. That's probably why I'm overweight in the first place. But yeah, procrastinate, put it off, do all the planning, get the prescription, get the pen, put it in the refrigerator, and then put off actually starting, guys. That's what one of your top tips is going to be, is being worried, being frightened, being afraid to start. So how do you get to that magic phase where you start your weight loss journey? And that's my top tip number 5 coming up, guys. So, top tip number 5, just do it. Get to that point and just say to yourself and give yourself a kick up the royal to say, guys, I've got to start this journey. I am morbidly obese, I'm very small, and my health has suffered for years and years and years because of my weight and because of my unhealthy eating habits. And it really is time to, wake up and literally smell the coffee. I've got to do something. I'm a woman in her mid-50s and life is getting shorter and I'm getting more and more unhealthy because of this weight. And I want to embrace the things and the benefits that weight loss is going to give for me. I'm not setting unrealistic targets. I'm just setting a couple of milestones that I would like to achieve, and I don't have a date for them. These are the ways that I am going to chart my progress and give myself a thumbs up for success. So I hope that interests you guys. Stick with me on this journey, and as we go along, I'll share those milestones and I'll share with you how I'm feeling, what's happening, and what's the progress so far.